For all the examples we've seen, him suing Showtime for $300 million, him foreclosing on multiple properties, him losing on investments on multiple properties, him buying a lot of depreciating assets, and him all of a sudden looking to box very much in the year 2026. Floyd losing money Mayweather, as the chatter says, is in dire straits financially.
Because they don't like him. They don't like him because everything that he says is about money. There's nothing else. There's no values. There's no, like the people's champ, like Ali was standing for the same things.
Right.
The audience was standing for. You know, he doesn't have any of that. It's just money. You know what I'm saying? And that, he knows you don't like him.
Some people will say, you know, he's suing now because of his gambling habits, which was not hidden. It was not a secret. He would post, not Teddy Atlas talk about anything that wasn't out there. He would post some of his tickets, his betting tickets that he bet, and they were large bets. And so some people will say, oh yeah, like you said, he was Mayweather, Money Mayweather, and now he's suing because he went through his money, blew his money, whatever.
Once celebrated as one of the richest men in sports, Floyd Mayweather now finds himself facing a steep fall. The boxing world shows visible grief, as well as anger as legal troubles close in. He may now also get sued by Manny Pacquiao over his recent comments regarding the fight.
No joy. We are not one of these sick people, and I call them sick. I'm not afraid to say what I feel. That's in their underwear in grandmother's basement or wherever the frick they are, taking pot shot at people because of their misery, because of their misfortune, because they're in a bad place. Shame on you. And shame on the people out there. I know that there's some of them. Everyone knows I don't really read that internet unless somebody shows me specifically some stuff. And I saw some of the stuff. I didn't want to see any more, so I told them, don't show me anymore. But I saw enough to see what was out there. People taking shots at a great fighter, Mayweather. Probably the same people that were, applauding him and saying how great he was at one point. And now they're taking shots at him. Like they're almost, like they get pleasure out of seeing a great.
Reports revealed that Mayweather's vast wealth may be overstated, pointing to liens, foreclosures, debts, and leveraged assets like property and a private jet, with creditors reportedly pursuing him over unpaid jet fuel. Moreover, Mayweather sparked controversy with comments on the Manny Pacquiao fight, insisting it's an exhibition despite taking a professional fight advance, putting him in potential breach of contract.
Had to say the fight weekend of Fundora and Thurman. Apparently he did an interview, said that it was an exhibition, that these guys didn't have anything to prove, that their legends were already set in stone, and that it would be an exhibition. He wasn't sure if it was going to be at the Sphere. Apparently, that is not true. According to a Boxing Scene article that interviewed Jazz Mathur, the CEO of Manny Pacquiao Promotions, said that, yes, the fight is contracted for the Sphere, booked at the Sphere, scheduled at the Sphere for September 19th. It is booked as a professional fight, not as an exhibition. It was never booked as an exhibition, which makes sense because Netflix got behind it, and I would assume that they would not want an exhibition. We said the other day, I think it was actually yesterday, we said that this fight has to be a real fight and not an exhibition because, one, Netflix is involved, two, Manny Pacquiao wants that get back, and two, also just betting lines. It's a huge aspect of this sport and this kind of...
On Twitter, Mike Carpenter exposed Floyd Mayweather's controversial comments, saying Mayweather's comments also directly contradicted Netflix's official announcement, and he would be in breach of contract if he insisted on shifting it to an exhibition. Wade Plemons says that after taking signing and advance payments for a professional fight, Floyd calling it an exhibition shows he's trying to scam Netflix and Manny's team. Floyd previously did the scam with the Logan Paul fight, pre-selling it using another's name and likeness for $10 million cash.
Something is off. Something's completely off because you got one person saying, this is a real fight. You got the promotion saying, this is a real fight. You got Floyd Mayweather saying, no, this is an exhibition. There's two things that are happening here. Either somebody messed up in paperwork or in communication or in some form of getting this fight together, misspoke to one of these guys, or Floyd Mayweather is trying to scam Netflix. That is the only two things that can be possible here. Because we then get the report, as of yesterday, that Floyd Mayweather has already taken a cash advance payment of his purse for the upcoming Manny Pacquiao rematch on Netflix, despite it currently being in jeopardy. I don't even know how that's possible. Who gave him a cash advance before they even got to the fight? I understand like paying some up front to secure the fight, but paying everything? Maybe it's not what it is. Maybe the cash advance is like...
Teddy Atlas says it's really sad, explaining that sometimes athletes lack the right people to manage their finances. And that's exactly what happened in Floyd Mayweather's case.
Fighters, they risk everything. They risk so much. And then everything they took the risk for sometimes is lost. Whether it was Joe Louis, whoever. It never becomes not sad or unfortunate to hear. Never. Look, you could say it's their responsibility. It is. It is. You got to know what's going on. But there are also sharks in this business, in any business. And sometimes these athletes, I wouldn't even specify fighters. We're talking about fighters. But you hear it in football, Bud. You were around it. You hear it in basketball. Sometimes these athletes, they don't have the right people around them to look out for them. You know, to properly educate them, to properly advise them. Hey, some don't listen.
Jonah Renitz is a controversial businessman and close associate of Floyd Mayweather Jr., often described as a key figure in managing Mayweather's post-boxing business and real estate investments. Fight Opinion on X states, many of Pacquiao's team are threatening litigation against Floyd Mayweather over the Sphere fight on Netflix. That's not the only lawsuit threat against Floyd or his top associate, Jonah Renitz. Jonah was supposed to go to prison. Now there's a new twist. Manny says it's a real fight and he will not participate in an exhibition. Floyd has signed a contract, so he must fight professionally, as Manny insists on a legitimate sanction bout.
It's an exhibition and not a real fight.
Is that what's his feeling? But he signed a real fight.
So it's for sure.
Yes, the contract that we signed is a real fight.
Real fight. Okay. Yeah, because I know he said
I want to fight an exhibition.
No exhibition. It's either real fight or nothing.
Yeah, it's a real fight. Yeah.
The Sphere still in Las Vegas?
That's the contract that he signed. I mean,
Yeah. Okay, so it's still happening then.
he has to remember.
Joe Rogan highlights that Floyd Mayweather spent over a decade as arguably boxing's biggest American star. He beat Manny Pacquiao in 2015 in the richest fight at the time, showcasing superb defense, quick hands, and the money-made persona that fueled his stardom and wealth.
Shifted from Pretty Boy Floyd to Money Mayweather. Changed the whole thing.
He knew what he was doing.
He definitely did. It would have been an interesting fight had he fought Pacquiao when he was younger, in his prime. It would have been a very different
Would have been
fight.
a more interesting fight.
Much more different.
Because
Much more difficult
any go-forward physical warrior like Pacquiao is going to wear down.
Right, exactly.
And any brilliant counterpuncher like Floyd is going to retain more.
Yeah.
So he did.
Yeah, it would have been much more interesting when they were younger. Also, the fact that Pacquiao fought him with a bum shoulder. That was a disaster, too.
Money talks.
Yeah. I mean, look, I guess he was faced with this thing, legacy, or... I mean, it was the biggest pay-per-view of all time in boxing, correct?
I believe so.
I believe so. And I think it was like 4 million buys or something crazy like that.
It was huge.
So, like, what is that?
It was massive.
Floyd Mayweather has always flaunted his wealth, spending extravagantly on luxury watches, flashy cars, and signing enormous checks like $18 million, as if the money meant nothing. He constantly showcased his wealth, acting untouchable and unconcerned with financial consequences. Yet now he has filed a lawsuit against his former broadcast partner, Showtime, and its ex-president, Steven Espinoza, claiming he is owed $340 million. This lawsuit highlights the contrast between his public persona of endless wealth and the complex financial disputes behind the scenes, showing that even someone as wealthy and celebrated as Mayweather faces challenges when money, contracts, and obligations collide.
Talk about it, 18 mil retired. I know some people gonna be like, well, you said, I didn't want to say I was active, because that's normal. I said I wasn't activated. I knew what I said, so a lot of times I'm like, oh, you didn't say it right. I know I said it right. I knew what I said. I knew what I posted.
I don't really care how much you make, bro. I feel like writing an $18 million check has to feel some sort of way, though.
That's crazy.
I didn't want to do it. Of course, I'm like, who wants to give up basically 20 million?
You wrote 18
1-800-000-000.00. Like, bro, that's crazy.
You know, I got huge deals on the table, so I'm always making shake.
What's the biggest thing you got working right now?
I can show y'all this. Come here. So come here. So,
Dude, what is it?
Okay, this long. Okay. So right here.
That's crazy.
I just keep stuff on the low.
Yeah, my math don't work like that. My math.
So now, when we gonna cut it against
50 Cent has said that people dislike Floyd Mayweather because of his money-focused fights and his attitude, constantly talking about wealth. Fans have always wanted to see Mayweather fail. Yet, Floyd has used this animosity to his advantage. Despite the hate, it fuels pay-per-view sales and brings in massive earnings, turning public resentment into profit. His ability to leverage both admiration and disdain has made him one of boxing's most financially successful and notorious figures, proving that even criticism can be monetized when combined with skill, confidence, and the money-making persona that defines his career.